Yeah, I think people realize now. Slow down on the Arsenal hate. Slow down on the Arsenal hate because today they have just showed why they are going to be in the title race. Gyökeres hasn't scored in one game and 10 minutes in another game. You know, Arsenal, they're not playing the same, they're not playing the silky football that we want to see. They're playing the same old football from last year. Well, today, 3-0 against Athletic Bilbao, they are ready to enter that Premier League title race from next week, going to Old Trafford, where I hope my club have a surprise for them. But they are coming lean, mean, and ready because today we basically saw the starting 11 that Arsenal were going to use for next week. That was the team. That was the blueprint. That is the team I was fearing. That is the team I didn't want them to have ready. But they're going to be all systems go now. And guess who has arrived? The man himself, Viktor Gyokeres from Sporting in Lisbon. He's got his goal now. He's got the weight off his shoulders. He's announced himself to the Arsenal faithful, the Emirates, the number 14 shirt, which is decorated with performances from Thierry Henry, pride, history, pressure. Well, he's coming in and he's going to want to rise on that pressure 100 million%. And today's goal is the start of that. Because let's be real, people, that was a bad boy goal. That was a bad boy goal for Viktor Gyokeres. That's what they signed him for. When games are tight, maybe nitty gritty, can they give a striker one chance and they know he's going to put it in the ball in the back of the net? Or can they give someone half a chance, but someone with the class of Viktor Gyokeres is going to be able to turn that half a chance into a big chance and a goal? Because that's what the top strikers do, the Alexander Isaks, the Robert Lewandowskis, the Viktor Gyokeres potentially now. This is the sort of striker Arsenal have been craving. This is the sort of striker Arsenal needed. And it looks now that he is set to start against Manchester United next week. Viktor Gyokeres has his first goal and he is ready now. He is up and away. And all the hate, all the doubters, look, just take time with it. Slow down. I know we like to be reactionary. I know football fans want to wind up Arsenal fans. I know they want to put them under pressure. 007, 002, all this. But this is a guy that has just come from a league where he scored 50 goals in total back-to-back seasons. This is not a joke. You can't talk about a striker like that with a level of disrespect that people have been doing when he's played one game and then 10 minutes of football when he's not even had a pre-season. Come on, man. This is elite football, What do you think this is? Five-a-side where man just comes in and bangs 3, 4, 5 goals? No. You've got to allow a man to get into that team, understand the formation, understand the players he's playing with, and you'll see him score goals. Because for me, Viktor Gyokeres should be hitting 20 league goals this season. I don't think he's going to hit the heights of what he did at Sporting Lisbon because the league is harder now in the Premier League. It's more physical. You're not going to get as much space. You're playing in a team where teams are going to try and play in a low block, and it's going to be trickier. However, someone with his scoring ability, left foot, right foot, headers, Viktor Gyokeres should be aiming for 20 goals. And look at this. This is a picture of the header today that he scored. If you lot see the run, the cross, the timing of the header, the direction of the header, that is a bad boy goal. Like, not every goal that has to be a bad boy goal has to be a long range shot or a volley or a spectacular bicycle kick. Sometimes you've just got to look at the method of play. Saka gets the ball on the right hand side, plays it back to the right back, whips it in, or it might have been Declan Rice, whips it in. And then look at that header. Look at the header. It was just pinpoint. It was a bullet. That was a header of someone who should be a very confident striker. And he might not be very confident right now. He might be nervous. He might be having adrenaline because he's just come to one of the biggest clubs in the country and one of the biggest known clubs in the world. And you've got the pressure of delivering that Premier League title and being the main number 9. Well, if that was pressure, then I'm scared to see what he can do if he actually gets his full confidence and gets chances like this and keeps putting them away. Because I'm telling you now, Kai Havertz is good in the air. I don't know if he scores that. Gabriel Jesus, I don't think he scores that. Marino, I don't think he scores that. I think they make contact, but I think the way he finessed it and glanced it into that corner, that was a striker's finish. And he is now here. Viktor Gyokeres has arrived, people. This is it now. This is his chance. This is his moment. And he's going to start against Manchester United next week. And this is where the nitty-gritty gets into it, because when I look at Arsenal, I've not said anything about Arsenal yet. I don't want to jump the gun and say they're not going to win the league. They're going to be this. I've always said they're one signing away from being like complete. Maybe that Rodrigo signing just on the left-hand side. I think that completes them. Martinelli, Madueke, good squad options. But if you go out and get Rodrigo, then I think amazing. If you get Eze, that's very good because he can play in the 10 and out on the left. But he's not a Rodrigo, but he's very good and Premier League proven. But Arsenal are probably one signing away from being the full ticket. And that team today where you saw Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Odegaard, Rice, Zubimendi, then Saka, Gyökeres, Martinelli. That is probably going to be a lot of the team, apart from Lewis Skelly probably coming in, that is going to start for Arsenal. That is their 11, and that is a solid team. I've got to respect it. I look at that team and I'm like, do you know what? Zubimendi controlling the middle of the park, dictating the tempo, getting the ball off the defenders, can play number 6, comfortable technically. And then you're allowing Declan Rice now to basically be buzzball around the pitch. He can get the ball. He can drive with it. He can intercept. He can make tackles. He can be the all-action midfielder. And then you've got pretty boy Odegaard that on his day is a very good player. When he's off it, then that's where they need the depth. This is where Eze and Rodrigo's come into it. However, when Odegaard's on it, he's on it. And we know he's one of the best technical 10 players in the league. And you've got Bukayo Saka. Well, you know what you're getting from Saka. It's proven. It's there. It's ready-made. You're getting great crosses. You're getting goals. You're getting work rate. You're getting assists. You're getting chances. And then you've got Martinelli, who's going to be more the speed merchant, the guy that's going to run in behind. The Odegaard is going to try and find. Lewis Skelly in the pockets is going to try and find down the lines. Because let's not get it twisted. Martinelli 2 seasons ago was good. Him and Xhaka and Zinchenko, when they had that left-hand side locked up, I'm not forgetting what Martinelli did then. I don't rate Martinelli personally, but when he had the right dots around him, he was a very good player for Arsenal that season. But that's why they've got the depth now with Madueke and potentially an Eze or Rodrigo, because that left-hand side is still a question mark. But you've got Saka and Gyökeres now. And with Saka, the crosses he puts in for Kai Havertz and Marino, and now you've got someone like Viktor Gyokeres, a natural number 9 who wants to score goals. Well, today, that cross and that finish was a sign of what he can do. And that's not even Saka crossing the ball with a nice in-swings. I think people need to slow down on Arsenal and just say, look, they are going to be in the title race. Everyone keep cool. Because they've come second the last 3 seasons. They are a team that know what they're doing. Mikel Arteta's got them drilled. And the pressure's on Mikel Arteta to deliver silverware. Don't get it twisted. A Champions League, a Premier League. But when it comes to March, April, we know they're going to be there. We know they're going to be there because goals win games, defense wins titles. And I think they've got the best defense in the league. I do. David Raya, solid. Gabriel Saliba there. Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, fine. Timber, Ben White. Mosquera on the bench. Like, come on, man. Like, it's not going to be easy to beat Arsenal with Declan Rice, Zubimendi, and Odegaard in midfield. And you've got bench options like Gabriel Jesus, Havertz, Marino as well. They are building a squad. And look, Arsenal may have been a bit slow pre-season. I don't take a lot into pre-season, but what I do take more into is when it comes to the final week before the season starts. And yes, they lost to Villarreal. I hear that. But their team was a bit, Today, they played their proper team and they've dismantled Athletic Bilbao. Simple as that. Gyökeres scoring, Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, probably the 3 type of people that you want to see score. You look at the stats, 10 shots, 6 on target, over 50% on target, pass accuracy, 89%, possession, basically 60%. It was domination, really, comfortable, controlled from Arsenal today. Athletic Bilbao they're not a poor club. Do you know what I'm saying? They had Nico Williams, they had Inaki Williams there. Berenga was playing, Unai Gomez. Like, they come there and played a serious team, and Arsenal basically just steamrolled them, really. They were controlled, they were smooth. And this is the type of Arsenal that is going to see them win a lot of games this season. It's going to make them hard to beat. And I just think people need to calm down on the Arsenal hype and the Gyökeres hype, because this guy's going to score goals and he's going to silence you when he starts doing this. You know what I mean? And when Arsenal probably go to Old Trafford and probably win, and they start with a victory, which I hope they don't, because I'm a Man United fan, but I've got to be real. Right now, they're the favourites. They're the team. They're well-oiled. They've got patterns of play. They know what they're doing. Man United have got to just try and do counter-attack and moments and try and capitalise. But guys, Viktor Gyokeres is here, and this guy is going to score goals this season. I'm telling you now, there's no doubt in my mind that he gets 20 league goals this season. And that's what he should be aiming for. I always grew up knowing that 25 league goals was a great season. That's what my dad used to say. Van Nistelrooy on Reeve, 25 league goals is great. 20 plus is very good. Alexander Isak got that last year, and Buemo got 20 last year. That's very good. You talk about that. You remember that. And I think Viktor Gyokeres in his first season, if he stays fit, injury-free, can do that. But he is here now, and Arsenal are time to get serious. This is where they're going to wake everyone up. And people are going to say, oh, did I jump the gun? I'm not saying that you can't jump the gun, you can do that. But I'm staying cool because I know what this team can do. It's now, can they handle the pressure of delivering the silverware? We all know what they can do. Can they play better football? Can they deliver the trophy? That's on Arsenal. That's on Arteta. But I'm not going to disrespect them, especially when you sign a big striker like Viktor Gyokeres. So, guys, Arsenal are here. Arsenal are ready to take part in that league next season, and they will be there. Don't disrespect them. Make sure you smash a like. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And look, Viktor Gyokeres, he is here.